Hey, awesome people of YouTube, welcome back to a brand new video on Diablo 4. This one, I'm going to be talking about some more information from BlizzCon 2023, and in the next, we'll be talking about patch 1.2.2. But before we get started, I just want to remind that if we can get to 500 subscribers by November 12th, which is less than a week away, and we're really close, we'll be doing $25 gift card giveaway. So let's get to that 500 subs. Well, with that said, let's get started. I'm going to be using maxroll.gg to talk about it, and I'll leave the link down in the description to this stuff. Well, the BlizzCon happened, and there was a campfire chat for Diablo 4. There were director of community, Adam Fletcher, lead game dev producer, Kayla Calder. I apologize if I butchered the name. I just suck. We have game director Joe Shelley, associate game director Brent Gibson, and production direction Tiffany Watt. Oh, you can see here is a brand new picture of the stuff that is going to be coming in the Vessel of Hatred, the expansion that's coming at the end of 2024. And again, it's just a little more detailed look of Nahantu Jungle, you know, the Kurasa Docks. It's pretty nice. And as you can see, that's Narelle passing through the river gate and entering the region. Right, that's about it. That's major for that. Then let's talk about Season of the Blood. You know, with the Season of Blood, we got a bunch of new bosses like Grigor the Galvanic Saint, Echo Varshan, Lord Zir the Dark Master, the Beast of Ice, and Druid the King of Maggots. Which Druid King of Maggots gives you Ubu Uniques. But I have a video for getting Ubu Uniques. But you are able to get Ubu Uniques from Duriel, and they are at 925 item power. And then leveling is also 40% faster, which is pretty huge. No longer is a slog to level up, and you can have multiple characters level 100 a lot easier. So you can experiment with different builds, different characters, allowing you to play what you want to play. But one of the new things coming is, as you can see, it's in development content, not a final picture, but in patch 1.2.2, you'll be able to check the affixes on Enchanter that it can roll. As you can see, it's possible with exterior of 24 to 34, damage for 4 seconds after dodging, attack is plus 10 to plus 15, stuff like that. You'll be able to see it, which is pretty huge. So no longer you have to guess or go on a different website, you'll be able to know. I wish it was there from the beginning, but it's a nice change to be able to see. But that's not all that we're getting. We're going to be getting soon the Malignant Rings. As I stated in the previous video, there's 5 of them, and they arrive on November 7th, which is tomorrow from when this video comes out. We have a Rogue ring, a Sorcerer ring. So Rogue, it is subterfuge behind Decoy Trap. For Sorcerers, it's Elemental ring for each. It's the iridescent loop ring. For each type of element damage you deal, you gain between 10 to 15% increased damage for 4 seconds. The elemental damage refreshes all bonuses. For Rogue, it's casting subterfuge skill leaves behind the decoy trap that continuously taunts and lures enemies. The decoy trap explodes after 3 seconds, dealing X amount of damage, shadow damage can occur every 12 seconds. The flat damage obviously will depend on item power. And then we'll have the Barbarian ring, Druid ring, and the Necromancer ring. Excuse me. We have Barbarian ring. After spending 100 Fury within 3 seconds, your next cast of Hara, or Hammer of the Ancients, Upheaval, or Deathblow is guaranteed to be a critical strike and deal between 10 to 30% multiplicative bonus critical damage. For Druid, it is when casting an ultimate skill, and again 5 seconds after, you pull in distant enemies and deal flat amount of physical damage to them. Damage is increased by 1% per 1 point of willpower you have, which is huge, and it's multiplicative. So if you have 600 points of willpower, oh my god, that's huge amount of damage. Again, we don't know how much the item power will change. So it's a nice amount of extra damage, and allows you to pull for would be nice for builds like Stormclaw, Tornado, Pulverize, Boulder Claw, a few other builds Then we have Necromancer one, which is you automatically activate the following equip skill on corpse around you. Raise skeletons every 2 to 1 seconds, corpse explosion 2 to 1 seconds, and corpse central every 16 to 8 seconds. Pretty nice. Really, really, really awesome. Then we have Avatar Vizier. It will start on December 5th, just about a month from now, well, a little less. And it's advised that you have a level 100 character and you need to complete Season Journey. I'm pretty sure it's not every single thing to 100%. It's just be able to fully download all the chapters. You might need like 10 out of 12 to kind of complete it. But over here, it tells you what we need to do, for a season journey or Avatar Zero journey. Players complete the final season journey, then we get players given the recipe to create Blood Force Caesar Tier 1. We craft and use it. Excuse me, we complete the tier dungeon. Then it will drop the new Paragon Glyph. We also get the recipe to craft the Blood Sigil, Tier 2, and then dungeon drops, Uber, Nightmare Dungeon, Upgrade Totem, and then so on, so on. It's a lot, and it is kind of not bad. There are 25 tiers difficulty of the dungeon, and obviously, as with all Nightmare Dungeons, they scale up. And once you complete the Avatar, you obtain the new powerful tiers of the Blood Paragon, which is right here. It gets bonus radius at level 50, which will go from 4 to 5. And for every 5 core stats purchased within range, you gain 2% increase damage. And it grants a 50% bonus to all rare notes within range. Bonus increase by 10% every 10 levels. And we know more about it. The level cap for it is 200. It gives multiplicative damage with scale of the core attributes and has much lighter radius than normal glyphs. It says that we'll shake up the Paragon board meta, and it'll be really nice because 200, that's 20. That's, again, my math is bad, but I think that's 250% more bonus to rare notes. That's huge. I don't know how much your the increased damage increases, but that's still gonna be huge. It's huge. If it's like most of them like 0.5, half a percent, that'll be massive. So it is really nice. It's gonna take a lot to grind, but for min-maxing, that would be huge. A lot of damage. And then we have Midwinter Blight. You can see some of the pictures over here of some of the stuff we'll be seeing, and well, it will come on December 5th and end on December 21st. We'll begin in Kyoshat and speak to a bard called Gillian, or named Gillian. And then we'll find them in Hiberno Square, because, he's trying to bring the cheer to the city. And we'll find the Totem of Midwinter. It is a community event. Players will explore fresher peaks during Midwinter Blight. We'll encounter new enemies like new demonic snowman, like we can see. We'll also have some new unique events and red cloaked horror boss, which is kind of pretty nice. Maybe it's like a butcher, but in more Santa outfit. And when we participate in an event, we'll get certain resource that we'll need to turn in at the Totem of Midwinter for a series of skull-adorned cosmetics. And we can see earn these weapons by participating in Midwinter Blight. We have a shield, one-handed axe, I believe it's a dagger, a staff, I think that's a totem. I don't really, I getting it. I think that's the wizard. Offhand, not sure what this is. Bow, and a nice sword. So pretty cool cosmetics. Be able to free by just playing the game during that time and collecting resources. And this is the back cosmetics. Pretty cool. I like them. I'll be doing that event, so it'd be nice. And then we talk about season 3 and the Gauntlet. I mentioned in the previous video that there will be a season or weekly challenge, dungeon, which is Gauntlet. And as you see, it will expand. In season 3, they'll be expanding on Diablo endgame. They'll be doing leaderboard driven trial known as the Gauntlet. This is a non-linear dungeon with fixed seed. It's the same thing for everybody. For no matter if you're druid, sorc, necro, rogue, it's all for you. It's all the same, and you'll progress by killing enemies and looting chests. You collect and looting chests. You collect proofs of might to increase your score. This is not a final stuff. This is, as I said, in development. The highest scoring players who make it onto the leaderboard, uh, you know, make it on the leaderboard. You gotta be high score, and there is a timed encounter. But don't worry, loot drops at the end, so you won't have to choose between looting and ranking. As you can see, ranking, you're not placed yet. You're sealed and you're framed. You're silver, I'm assuming. So gold, plat, and then just worthy. It's pretty nice. You get for the first, you get player that has no placed. For the first seal, you get seal the blooded. The next one is seal the steadfast. Then seal of the iron willed, and then seal of the worthy. And that will be pretty nice. And then you go into the leaderboard, and it looks like you'll be able to get some goodies for it. It tells you your score, your rank, your leaderboard rank. I can't really see what this one says. Yeah, weekly leaderboard and like Hope the Ancients, which is link up to. I can't really see that one, so and it's a summary of your character. That'll be pretty nice. And reward. I'm sorry, I can't really see that. Let me see. What if we? Oop. Okay, I guess I can zoom in. I thought I was be able to, but it'll be pretty nice. Leaderboard, and then once with that, at the beginning of each week, there's a new gauntlet and leaderboard reset. However, top achieving players are recorded in the Hall of the Ancients permanent leaderboard. You'll be able to find the leaderboard by class and take a look at all the juicy details. So you'll be able to select Barbarian, Druid, Necro, Rogue, Sorc. And it's a solo, 2-man, 3-man, 4-man. So you have separate rankings like in Diablo 3, which is pretty nice, pretty huge, And you can browse the leaderboards at any time. You see this week's, excuse me, and last week's. Then they had some campfire stuff. Will there be more intermediate progression dungeons or bosses between Worlds of One Uber? Which, yes, they've done some of this already with the boss ladder, and they're looking for more. They're adding, the team is looking to add post-Uber little content. Would there be a season journey when Vessel of the Hate expansion launches? Yes, we want to cater to all players. There'll be seasonal content, eternal conflict, vanilla content, and expansion conflict. Even if people who don't get the expansion, they will still have some stuff to do. They are not planning to do anything as of yet to have like a build system. So kind of, Do they intend to add more self-leveling still to the game? Yes. Oh, we've seen a lot of players talk about this pain point in the game. Feels if others are playing, want to make some improvements here. Oh, that would be huge. Their social team was to improve the tools for players to communicate. It's pretty nice, because kind of lacking. Any plans for legendary aspects? I want to get aspects out of your inventory to codex. So, after season 3, there might be something for legendary aspects so they don't sit in your inventory and possibly clog up your chest. What are the plans for your itemization moving forward? Well, we don't know much, but that will be improving some stuff. But that's it for the BlizzCon stuff. So let's get into the patch 1.2.2, which is coming out on the 7th. As you see, they'll be getting malignant rings. We already talked about them. You get them by defeating Echo of Varshan. And you'll be able to get them both in seasonal and eternal, which is pretty huge. And it kind of tells you over here all the bonuses and if it's multiplicative or stuff, which is pretty nice. Really, really good. There'll be adjustments of the stuff. Following adjustments have been made to Sanguine Battery Event. Pillar health has been increased from 75 to 85, and pillar repair time has been decreased from 3 to 1 second. They're doing some of the bug fixes, fixing the issue with Metamorphosis or not trigger temporary movement speed bonus. The anticipation power, where parry power did display the cooldown reduction for ultimate abilities when in town. Um, I picked some of the seasonal quests, another vampiric power, the hectic, where it would not reduce the skill cooldown of the one with the charges. A bunch of other fixes that will be fixing issue where progression will be blocked by an enemy spawn behind the locked doors in Lubin Rest Dungeon. So if you experience that, no longer. They fixed an issue where monsters could spawn from Nightmare portal location after the portal had teleported destroyed. I've had that a few times, kind of annoying, you know. Fixing some quest stuff, some more gameplay, like Angel Breath, portions could randomly spawn with the beast and ice spawn, some other beautiful fixes, where in a side did not trigger properly against training dummies, which could be pretty annoying, especially if you're trying to see your build being working as you want, But as you can see, there's a bunch of fixes, bunch of cool stuff. The biggest thing is they're adding the malignant rings. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let's get this channel to 500 subscribers by November 12th. So, excuse me, we can do a $25 gift card giveaway. But with that said, I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to stay awesome. I'll see you in the next one, and bye bye.